Most of my time with the Switch this week has been playing a little gem, you may have heard of it, called Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this may
I have been
surprise.
dying for this
Dude.
moment.
First Animal Crossing ever.
It's my first Animal Crossing ever. And, those of you who know me might not think Do Michaels would be interested in a game like this. And he would have thought you'd be right. Ever since this game released and it had all that hype, I've been very, very curious. I was never interested in Animal Crossing before this, but just because of the hype it had, and every single person I knew was playing it that owned a Switch. So for 2 years, I've just put it off. Like, I didn't really pull the trigger or jump into it or anything, but I've been thinking about it. So for some reason, I don't know, I wanted to give it a shot, and Nintendo, especially this generation, hasn't really led me astray. So I figured, what the heck? So I got the game and I started playing it, and it's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful.
Look at how happy Mom Brain is.
It's just so nice. I wish I was playing this during the pandemic. I can see why it helped so many people.
Oh my God.
But man, what a lovely experience that is. I don't want to say slow. It's like, it's just perfect. That kind of, that island life, doing what you want. Everybody is neighbors. Everybody is like friendly. I know there's instances where they cannot be, but like, for the most part, it's about friends and family and living life and loving life in such a small way that, and I don't know, the gameplay loop is very addictive, and you're always, I love the real-time aspect of it. So there's always something new. The next day, I haven't even gotten to the part where they change the music yet. Apparently, you have to get a certain part into the game before they change the music every hour.
You played New Horizons, I didn't. Is this true? It sounds weird.
Because I have the same song the entire time. All week it's been the same song, but I didn't really look that hard, but I went into Google, and apparently, I guess, hopefully, I'm about to upgrade into a town hall, which I guess is the last of like the quote tutorial week, if you wanted to even call it that. So I'm hoping that after that, I'll get the music every hour. But right now, it's been in my head. It's a nice little tune, this training song, but it's been in my head, I'm telling you, all day, every day, but not in an annoying, cloying pop song way that gets in your head. It's just like it's kind of like a nice, it's been very relaxing even when I'm not playing it. I don't know if that sounds strange.
No,
I don't know if anyone
it.
can relate to this, but if you explain Animal Crossing, you'd never want to play. I mean, some people would, but like, I would never.
When it was explained back on the GameCube, that's why I bought it. I was like, this sounds great. I've never played anything like this. I can't
imagine wanting to play this or explaining it to someone and making it, who hasn't played it, and making it sound interesting to them. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful experience. I love everything about it. Everything about my gameplay loop is just so magical. Seeing what my flowers are doing, walking through the museum that me and Blathers and I have put together. That museum is gorgeous. It's like a real thing.
Yeah, that really, I love that.
You're saying that because just now, they've done it before, but Nintendo just announced a partnership with the real life aquarium that they're setting up a thing with Animal Crossing characters in the aquarium, and you'll learn about the fish in real life and see them that are the ones that you can catch in Animal Crossing. So it's a pretty cool crossover.
It's cool that Blathers has a little like tidbit for you about every animal that you catch, and just all the villagers in your town. They
Who do you have?
Oh yeah, so I started out with Phoebe, who is she's an ostrich, and she's sisterly, and she and I get along famously, and then I've also got Genji. He's like a little he's like a rabbit, and he's a jock, and he's very nice. He likes me a lot. He's kind of a strange dude. He's always like lifting weights and like saying weird. Yeah, that's him. And he looks mean, but he's actually really nice.
Sounds like him and Roald would get along pretty well.
So, and then I just got to the part, I guess, where you've got 3 houses and then 3 new neighbors move in. So I just got my 3rd neighbor today. So let's see, we've got I met Ozzy on an island and invited him. He was a koala and he was the first to move in.
Oh yeah.
And he's pretty great. He's lazy and but lazy isn't really like necessarily negative in the game. It's just
like Grandma Myrtle lazy. It's like, well, you should relax.
Yeah.
Like take it. They're not like, I'm never leaving.
Yeah,
like,
it's a little different than they make it sound. But yeah, he's really great. He's very friendly and he calls me Old Bear, which I really like. And
Drake, you are correct. Yes.
But yeah, that's another thing though. They all call you like a little like kind of pet name and it's very cute.
Eventually they will ask you like, do you have a pet name you want me to use?
Or a phrase.
Or a phrase.
Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
So you can make them say all kinds of horrible things.
And then who else?
I still want you to play the stock market to make bank. That
for sure.
Okay. I've been asking about turnip prices, but I haven't played long enough. I guess on Sunday is the turnip buying day, so I haven't even gotten to a Sunday yet. So tomorrow I'll have to do that. But tomorrow I'm a little nervous because the city hall or the tent, Tom Nook's tent, is closed tomorrow, so that it could so that it can become the town hall, I guess, for Monday. So we'll see how I do, but yeah. And then I've got Ellie, who's an elephant. She's the last one who just moved in.
Her.
I just met her today, so I don't know anything about her. She was cleaning up her house. And then quite a popular one, so Google tells me, Shino moved into my, I guess maybe not. Shino is a deer, and she's pretty cool. She's peppy or something like that.
Oh yes, she's very popular. Yeah, yes. Definitely. Now that I see her, fan favorite.
But so it's pretty cool so far. I'm really loving it. Absolutely loving it, and just seeing the changes that go by every day, and there's always something to do, and there's always it's very addictive. I can't tell you how many times I've been back and forth selling and getting bells and
man,
making
there's so
stuff.
many things I
Change
want
of season
to
is
talk
cool.
to you about.
I'm excited. Well, today is apparently the new season, so I'm going to start seeing
so many things
stuff.
I want to talk to you about, but I don't want to spoil them because it's just better if you organically happen upon them. So depending on the time of day and the days you play and what you're doing, you'll see things where you'll be like, what's going on here? I didn't even know this was the thing. So there's mysteries and surprises, and you'll come across
It's
them.
just, I mean, I, at the risk of being a fanboy, just Nintendo every time, and there is the Nintendo stamp on this game so big.
Oh yeah.
And so lovingly that I don't even know. I mean, that doesn't even make sense what I just said, but I'm just having so much fun playing this very quaint. I don't want to say simple. Again, it doesn't have to be simple, but it's like but what a wonderful, you could play it for 5 minutes or you could play it for 4 hours. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I am just loving this.
I still want you to know that you also get the Happy Home Paradise DLC for free because we're on Switch Online together. So you get a whole extra thing that you add in there too.
Oh, I wonder how to achieve that. I'll look into it.
Yeah, I haven't played, so I can't tell you. But Happy Home Paradise is like a whole new aspect of things to do. So I would get like, I'd take your time for the next few weeks and get the run of everything and the flow, and then you can look into that other stuff because you're going to have plenty to do, especially with this being your first Animal Crossing.
Right. And if you'd like, I can restart my island, and then if you want places to visit, or
I said when he talked about it that you were going to get the itch to go back in. So
well, I mean, if you wanted to travel and see other islands.
That's one of the things. I mean, the only regret I have is not playing it earlier, because everybody we knew who had a Switch was playing that game. And I could have been visiting all tons of islands and sharing this experience with everybody.
Better turnip prices, other people's islands.
I remember during the pandemic, like all the cousins were all playing, and I remember like Sunday mornings, we'd all be like, all right, stock market.
Hop on a phone call together and just sit with their phones.
I love it in here.
There'd be moments of silence where everybody's just running around their town doing whatever, and then a big conversation about
for each other and send each other letters, and it was just like
brilliant.
a really Droth had it, and like her kids, she was sharing it with her kids, and she'd be like, I hate playing with my kids. They keep ruining all my stuff.
Oh,
inspiring the chat here for people to go back. Drake is saying everyone want to go back to Animal Crossing and do some bells.
Oh, it's such a wonderful game.
This guy hasn't played. Maybe he should start.
Well,
I can't.
I was wondering. Yeah, just because it's time consuming, right?
Yeah. If I would love nothing. When I was playing Animal Crossing was when I wasn't so caught up at work and everything. It was so nice to just go in for an hour and grab some shells, do a little fishing, go see my favorite neighbors, give somebody a present, screw around with things in my house and decorate, get some gyroids going, and yeah, it's great. There's nothing like it. There's nothing, because Animal Crossing is very much the non-game game of all of them. You know, like Stardew and Fae Farm, there are some elements that are shared between all of them, but they are more game focused, where this is just more like, hey, you don't have to pay anything back. You don't really have to do anything. You go in and do whatever you want.
It really is. It's great. It just has such a great feeling. No pressure, no anxiety. It's just so nice.
Well, I mean, there's a little anxiety when it gets to be Easter time. But
stop it. Stop. Now I'm gonna have a bad one tonight.
Like we've said to you before, the Easter bunny character that shows up is
oh no,
a little weird.
Well,
you're gonna love him.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
What's his name? Zipper?
Yep.
I love everything so far. Everything's been great, and every, like I said, every day on the island it's something new. You wake up to something new so far, or there's a new person selling something, or that shady fox is selling.
Red.
Luckily, I didn't know he sells counterfeit art, so I just bought the one that I liked, and luckily it happened to be the real one, and Blathers took it in. But now I'm gonna have to really pay attention.
Be careful. Somebody in the chat was just saying that we just posted this story maybe a week or two ago. There was a guy who got the full real art collection in Animal Crossing, and then he in real life went to every museum to see every Animal Crossing piece of art. And he did a whole documentary about
very cool
how long it took and where he had to go and how much it cost him. But it was a really cool thing. So,
and there's a lot of the gameplay, like you said, isn't really gameplay. Like, it's very simple mechanics: the fishing, the bug catching, the diving, the chopping, like things. It's so simple, but like they're all so addictive. And each one gets you something that you're going to need to craft furniture for you. Like, once you get into planting things wherever you want, or making getting fences and putting, like, you can go as deep as you want, or
you can
whatever.
Make all kinds of clothing too. And
I'd get
every design you could think. You could draw your own designs if you want.
So cool.
I'd get a wild hair every once in a while and be like, you know what, tonight, like on a Friday, I'm gonna completely redesign everything, and that's what I would do.
So
like,
cool.
So it's even like, look, if you get bored of like whatever, you could just be like, I'm gonna destroy all this and restart, and it, like, you don't have to get bored. Like, there's always something.
Yeah, it's been doling out what I can do at a great pace. It was. The first couple of days I thought were a little slow until I kind of got the hang of it. And now I appreciate the pace, because every day there's something new that they feed to you, or something new that you can craft or do. Or so I just feel like it's almost limitless. And you should see my part of the island is like so cultivated and perfect. And like, I just have like everybody else kind of wherever the heck they could fit.
It's nice for you to be here. Just go over there, please.
But yeah, so I don't know. One question I would have is, how does the relationships with the villagers work? Because I'll talk to everybody at least once, and if I talk to them again, they'll make a comment that's kind of like, why are you still talking to me? But like, they're still friends of mine, and they've given me gifts and vice versa. So like, I'm not, doing any damage when I talk to them more than once, am I?
No.
That's
eventually you'll, if you haven't been able to already, like, they'll ask you to bring them things, or for example, like, somebody might be sick and you have to bring them medicine. So like, there will be tasks that you'll have to do with them. You can give gifts and all that jazz. So that like opens up more opportunities to like build the relationship.
And then if you wanted, say, them to leave your island, you would ignore them. And then
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not there yet. I like everybody so far, and apparently you can have up to 10 villagers eventually. Is that what you got to?
I don't remember, but there comes a point where like it's a real Sophie's choice, because if you like everybody, but there's like somebody else you're like, but I really like that one. Like
the worst is when you get someone who you love who's like, I'm thinking I'm gonna go somewhere else. You're like, God, no, please.
I've already like Googled it, and I was like, how do I make sure people I like don't leave? And apparently there's like a little spoilers. There's like a little kind of bubble cloud that goes above a person's head when they're thinking of leaving. Just do not talk to them. And then the next day it goes to a different villager, and you just wait until that goes to the villager that you want to leave.
I have no doubt you'll get the one that you'll want to leave. Somebody will show up and you'll be like, this freak, their vibes off. Get out of the town.
Yeah, it definitely happens. And you're like, you're gonna ruin my village, like, or my island.
And the other islanders are like, so-and-so, they're like, we didn't have a good interaction, or something's off with that guy. And you're like, I know, right? Let's get him out of here.
Well, I'm just scratching the surface. Like I said, 1 week in, and already I'm having a ball, and I've got, Super Mario Brothers wallpaper in my house, and it's just everything's so
make sure
wonderful.
you saw
that. Friendship guide. Ooh, I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you very much.
I was talking about the comment below.
Oh, I didn't read that. I need friends, but this is better. You can use Amiibo to make some of them come to you.
There you go.
Does it have to be like a particular like Animal Crossing Amiibo, or could it be any Amiibo?
Probably has I'll to let be. Them answer, because I don't know, because I haven't played. I don't remember.
Do you even have Animal Crossing Amiibo? You do? Probably.
Yes, I definitely have some. Yes.
Well,
I think I got the porcupine lady or the hedgehog ladies, whatever they are.
The Ables.
Yeah. I think I got somebody else too, though. I know I have multiple. I just don't remember who. Well, that's great. I'm glad you jumped in and took the plunge, and I'm glad it's working out for you. I knew easily that you would really appreciate it.
It doesn't seem like my type of game, but boy, is it ever. And just add it to the list of a reason to get the Switch. Seriously, this thing, it just is incredible. I played the last 3 days. I've been on handheld playing New Horizons. I felt like I was on that island. I wasn't where I was in real life.
That's what you need, a getaway. Yeah.
It's just brilliant. And again, my only regret is not getting into it sooner. So love that for me.
The not yet became a now.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. So you never know, folks. Don't give up out there.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Something new and something you really enjoy might be right around the corner.